Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitz TV here, aka GLauren33. I am back here today with another video on the channel for you guys, and it is that time of the month. We have our early draft pages for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 81, and it is going to be a big week on the channel. All right, first off, I want to apologize because I am getting this video to you guys a little bit late because of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl kind of, pushed, got me behind on a lot of videos. So I'm only getting to the early draft pages now, so forgive me on that. But we should be good going forward because it is going to be a big week, right? We are covering the early draft pages now, and in the next couple of days, we should be getting spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 81. Summaries, leaks, all that good stuff. And as we do every single month, I will be covering them on the channel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited for this chapter just based off the title, and we'll get to that a little bit more in just a second. But also we have Dragon Ball Battle Hour, which is this big thing when it comes to the Dragon Ball video games, right, where they talk about the new stuff for Kakarot, Xenoverse, Fighter Z, and all that good stuff. We're going to be getting also a Dragon Ball Superhero stage during the Battle Hour event. And we are supposed to get a new trailer for the DBS Superhero movie. And I've talked about this in videos. The marketing for this movie has not been that good. So they need to ramp thing up, especially when we only have about 2 months left before this film is set to come out. So they need to ramp things up very, very quickly here. So I will have a full live stream and reaction and all that good stuff to everything, all the new news and information that comes out of the DBS Superhero panel later this week. So it's going to be a big week when it comes to Dragon Ball. And then, early next week, we'll have the full release of Manga Chapter 81, and we'll do our, our live reaction / review like we do every single month here on the channel, so lots of cool things going on with Dragon Ball. So you want to be subscribed, you guys haven't already. I wanted to get those announcements out of the way before we get into this chapter. So let's get into it. If you guys remember, at the end of chapter 80, we saw Alec. He used his influence basically to get Granolah to calm down, or not Granolah, to get Gas to calm down, because Gas was in full berserk mode, attacking everybody in sight. And we saw that Gas was able to calm down, and he got this new final form, right, which is pretty similar to his adult form. But a couple of changes, like he has like these walrus tusks that run down his forehead, along with a couple other things. And it looked like, Gas had been fully healed and much stronger than he ever had been before. And it was not looking good for our heroes, right? And that's where this chapter picks up. And it's called Goku's Conflict, which gets me very, very hyped. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But we see on the battlefield, right, Gas has his eyes closed as he prepares to attack. Remember, Granolah at this moment is unconscious because Gas kicked his ass last chapter, right? Goku and Vegeta are in shock. Remember, Goku and Vegeta really don't have the energy or stamina to transform right now, so they're really in trouble. So we see Gas, he opens his eyes, and Goku and Vegeta, you can see they become very, very stiff, right? And Goku says, "What's happening? My body feels heavy." And Vegeta says, "Damn it, this is bad. The more ki we use, the more we'll get crushed by his power." So we find out that, Gas has this new technique where he's basically able to like paralyze his opponents, or, make their body heavy. We've seen this technique in Dragon Ball many times in the past, right? We've seen Frieza use it. We've seen Gudo use a similar sort of technique. So this is not like a new technique or anything. We know the reason why Gas is using this technique is he's trying to keep Goku and Vegeta in place so he can kill them, right? Because Ellie gave him the order at the end of the last chapter, kill them, stop wasting time, finish them off. And that's exactly what Gas was planning to do. And, Goku and Vegeta really can't get out of it. But we see right at that moment, right, and Alex says, "Kill them." And I like this panel right here, because even though we know that Gas is the strongest of the Heater clan, Alex is the leader, right? He's the oldest. So it's like, Alex like the tribal chief giving the orders here. I like this cool little visual of Alex standing over Gas as he prepares to finish off Goku and the others. But right at that second, we see Granolah come flying in, right? And I gotta give Toritoro credit, man. His paneling has really improved as the years have gone by. It's nice and simple where it's easy to read. So you see Granolah comes flying in with a right hand, trying to catch Alex by surprise, right? And we see that, the rest of the Heater clan, they're shocked because they thought Granolah, of course, was down for the count. Basically because, Gas had pretty much destroyed Granolah there last chapter. But we see Granolah's not done yet. He goes to try to take Alex out, and he's still very emotional. He says, "I'll never forgive you for what you've done." But right at that moment, Gas, is able to transport Granolah, and he also transports Alex as well, right? So at first it's a little confusing. It looks like he only transports Granolah, but he transports both of them because you can see Alex appears on top of the little mountain, and Granolah is in a different location. So Gas, has the ability to transport others, which is something you don't see a lot in Dragon Ball, right? Somebody else teleporting another character during battle. Usually, a character can transport themselves, right? So that's pretty cool. But we see, right, Gas, because of how fast he is, was able to save Alex from Granolah's attack as he was going for a huge key punch, right? I don't know why that zoomed in, but there you go. And like I said, I love the emotion here by Granolah. So Granolah, he's disappointed that he was able to get his sneak attack off. And Alex says, "Hey, come on, don't be so rude as to suddenly take a swing at your employer," right? So Alex just being a smartass here. But you can see Granolah says, "You killed my mother," because, right, Granolah is no longer, blaming Goku and Vegeta and the Saiyans, and, the Frieza Force, right? Well, not really the Frieza Force, but, Granolah has now figured out that it wasn't, really, it wasn't all, the Saiyans aren't really to blame here, right? It was the Heater clan that manipulated everybody. They're the main reason why, everybody on planet Cereal died. And of course, we know that it was Alex. He was the one that killed Granolah's mom. So, of course, Granolah is, never going to forgive him. Alex says, "Don't get me wrong, Granolah. I'm the one who let you live." So, Alex continues to be a smartass. And, Alex has no shame for killing Granolah's mom. He's, Alex actually thinks that he granted Granolah mercy, by letting him live, which is crazy, but still remember, Alex is the villain here. So we see Granolah. Look how built Granolah is here, man. Look at those shoulders. Okay, so we see Granolah. He charges up his attack, right? He's like, "Not just my mother. If it weren't for you, none of the inhabitants of this planet would have died." And we see him start starting to charge up that huge, like, finger key move, right? And it's basically, this is the same move he used against Vegeta a couple of chapters ago when, he was trying to kill Vegeta. Now he's trying to use it to take out Alex. But Alex not concerned at all. Alex like, "Is this how you address your savior? I could have killed you anytime I wanted to." Jeez, man. Alex has no shame, even now. And we see right at that moment, right, Granolah doesn't even get a chance to charge his attack because we see Gas come flying in, and with his leg alone, he stops Granolah's attacks. And I'm pretty sure he probably broke Granolah's arm. That's probably the cliffhanger I'm willing to bet. Because this is where the early draft pages end. I'm willing to bet Gas probably broke Granolah's arm right here. But we'll see. But this might take, Granolah out of the equation altogether. It's not looking good for our boy. But like I said, as long as Gas is on the battlefield, The others aren't going to be able to do anything to Ellic or Maki or Oil because Gas is just too powerful, too quick. But that's the cliffhanger here. And yeah, I'm like I said, I think Granola's arms are probably broken here, but we'll see. But anyway, the other thing I want to talk about is here, of course, is Goku's conflict, right? I love that title. I love that title here. And basically on the Dragon Ball website or the app, wherever you guys get that information, they gave us a little bit of a synopsis for this chapter, and they said that Goku finally gets involved in the battle between Gas and Granolah. And remember, the last 2 chapters have mainly just been Gas and Granolah's, focus. Goku and Vegeta really haven't done anything. They've been watching from the sidelines. But it seems like this chapter is where Goku really gets involved. But we have seen Goku versus Gas already, and Goku wasn't able to do anything in the Super Saiyan Blue form, right? And I feel like right away everyone's gonna think, oh, Goku's probably gonna go Ultra Instinct, right? I think and I'll say this right now, in my opinion, I do think we'll see UI in some way in this chapter, right? Either UI Omen or Silver UI. I do think we'll see some form of Ultra Instinct for Goku in this chapter. How stable it will be, I don't know, because we know that Goku's stamina is nowhere near 100% right now. So I don't know if he's going to be, stable with it. And we know that Vegeta, I don't think Vegeta can go Ultra Ego right now. And we know that Vegeta has taken more damage than Goku. Because remember, Gas kicked Vegeta's ass last chapter. But the big thing to me is this is really not even more about the battle. It's more about the conflict part, right? Because if they meant, because look, this is a very interesting title because, I think when you say Goku's conflict there, I think that Goku's going to struggle with some kind of dilemma. Something's going to happen that, Goku's going to struggle with, with a decision or something like that in this chapter. If they meant, just the battle itself with Gas and all that other stuff, if this was just about the battle itself, then I think this chapter would have had a different title, right? I think when they mean Goku's conflict, it's not just about the battle. Like, yes, Goku's, going to probably struggle with Gas because they have been now for, 3-4 chapters, but I think something's going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, Monito dies. I don't know. At this point, it's hard to make predictions of how this thing's gonna wrap up because we know we're in the climactic stages of this arc, but I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't know if it's gonna be Ultra Instinct. I don't know if Goku, Granolah, and Vegeta are gonna have to work together. I don't know if it's gonna be Ultra Ego. I don't know if Gogeta's gonna show up. I have no idea how this is gonna end, but it is something we have to keep our eyes out for, because we are near the end of the arc here. But I'm hyped for this chapter because I want to see what is that dilemma Goku's going to struggle with in this chapter. And I know that Goku's decision making in Dragon Ball Super has been a huge topic of conversation because a lot of people feel like Goku's not always written correctly in Dragon Ball Super, which I even sometimes I agree as well. But Goku has had a lot of good character moments in the manga, in my opinion. It's not always 100% perfect, all right? It's far from perfect, but this chapter is gonna be big, I think, when people look back at Goku's character in Dragon Ball Super. So it's gonna be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what is this conflict in this chapter. I do think we'll see Ultra Instinct, but like I said, I don't know yet. We'll just have to wait for the summary and the leaked panels here in a couple days, which, like I said, we should be getting them in a couple days. So just be patient on that. I will make videos on it as soon as possible, man. But I don't know, man. There's no real way for Goku and the others to heal themselves. Maybe Goku can, Goku's able to heal himself, right? We know that Goku was only able to do it to a certain extent. So maybe Goku finds a way to fully heal himself. I don't know. But definitely it is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here with Goku's conflict in this chapter. Man, that title alone, it even for some people who haven't really been interested in this arc the last couple chapters, right? Because they don't really care that much about Gas and Granolah. I think this title alone is going to be very, very interesting. And definitely, I think it's going to bring some people back and bring some interest here in the final stages of this arc. But let me know what you guys think Goku's conflict is going to be in the comment section down below. Give me guys your theories, and let's see, how close we get to what Torotaro gives us here in this chapter. But other than that, guys, that's about it for right now. Let me know what you guys are excited about in this chapter. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated throughout the week like I always do. We're gonna have more spoilers, more summaries as the week goes on, and of course near the end of the week we have the DBS superhero panel from the battle games or the battle hour event. So I will have a live stream. I will have a reaction to all the new news that we get for the superhero movie, and of course late this week, early next week, either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, we should be getting the full release of Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 81. And like we do every single month, we'll do our full review / reaction breakdown. So lots of cool things coming for Dragon Ball fans on the channel here this week. So if you guys aren't subscribed and you guys love Dragon Ball, hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell next to my name, Fitz TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a video. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys as always, man. Like the video if you guys enjoyed. Follow me down on social media. Links are in the description down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.